We're going for a really simple look today. I'm having a kind of a rough week. I'm in a foul mood today. I decided to come to YouTube because I knew that it would cheer me up. This is my happy place. I love all of you. I love being here. I love teaching mature technique. So this is just a very polished, put together, easy face, not a lot of products. It can all fit in a compact, but I do have the Wet n Wild Hydrator on today, and I am doing a different type of mascara that I've never done before. Can't wait to see what you think. So stay right here for, let's see, what should we call it? Seint and Demi. Let's just call it Seint and Demi. Get ready with me. Easy makeup. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I come from Hollywood. I kind of know what I'm talking about, but I also love to learn from all of you as well. I am also the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass. 1 year ago today, I launched Mature Makeup Masterclass. I purposely priced it low for an introductory rate, knowing that I was going to raise the price to $99, and I never raised it in the whole year because I wanted everyone to be able to afford it. It's over 21 videos on mature technique, and I talk about every product pretty much under the sun. I am going to be adding to it. I'm hoping in April I can start adding a few updated videos. Not that anything's outdated, but just so much has been on the market in the past year, and I have some different skincare items I want to talk about, so I will be adding a little bit, but still all for the same price of $57. You can always click the link and watch the video. It's under 2 minutes. Today I want to talk about Seint and Demi. As you know, it's Wednesday night, so it's a Seint and Demi night. And I'm actually excited to do it. I've had to work with some other brands recently, and I've tried some PR recently. And the more and more I try all the different brands and all the different PR boxes that arrive, the more I'm just kind of really more sold on Seint. You know, I like that you can put your whole face in one palette. Or, you know, you could do like a really cute double palette. You know, this isn't even filled, but you could do your whole face. And then you don't need to replenish that often. I mean, this Demi right here, can you see how that has a little bit of a, do you see? I don't know if you can tell, but I've had 01 since maybe February. 03 I've had since, I mean, over a year. I use them every day. But when you use the fluffy side, you're not picking up a lot and you're not depositing a lot. So I think that's why I haven't used a lot, but I use them every day. I don't know. I'm just so blown away by these products. And I get everything under the sun. I just got 40 PR boxes while I was healing from my surgery. Okay, so today let's keep everything kind of simple and low budget. I want to start with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I just do. I don't feel like wearing foundation today. I'm just wanting to wear this tinted. This is like $5 or $6, and it's so good. A lot of you know because you've tried it. I've used this for, I don't know, maybe not quite a year, maybe less than a year. I just like to put it on with my fingers. Now, if you're new here, I just had a lower facelift on February 1st, and so I can't feel this. This feels numb. This is numb. So putting on makeup it's not been a joy lately. It's really not been a joy. So I'm also in a funk today. Can you guys tell my energy is off? Can you tell? So I went to my accountant yesterday and I got the grand total of what I owe the IRS. And thank goodness I've been saving for a year. So every time I, earn payment from many different sources of income, I put it into savings. So I have the money to pay the IRS. And with all the crazy situation with the banks right now in America, my husband and I agreed, let's get this money to the IRS ASAP. Let's get it out of our bank and let's get it to the IRS. So I came home last night, I paid, I'm looking for my sponge. I paid state of North Carolina, and then I paid the big chunk to irs.gov, paid online. I've paid online before, but I've also sent checks over the years. Got confirmation, took a screenshot. I always screenshot everything for confirmation. Woke up today, had to pay someone through Zelle, which is through my bank. And the IRS has a double fee. They took out the huge chunk of money I owe them twice. It's pending. It hasn't posted yet, but I am overdrawn by 6 figures. I'm overdrawn in my checking account right now by 6 figures. So after having an almost heart attack, I knew it was a glitch. I was on the phone for probably half an hour with my bank. Then they encouraged me, they made a claim, they encouraged me to call the IRS. And that took an hour and a half. Got a hold of a guy, and he said there's nothing he can do. It hasn't posted yet. My bank said there's nothing we can do. It hasn't posted yet. So I'm just sitting, waiting patiently. I did nothing wrong. I paid ahead of time. I paid all my amount, and I'm screwed. I can't touch anything in my bank because I'm overdrawn, and I have a claim. So, I mean, eventually they'll reverse it. They can see it's a double charge from the IRS. But when I went on the IRS website again today, sure enough, my account shows one payment. So the reason I'm bringing this up, one, I'm in a really foul mood today because of it. I'm trying to just keep like giving it to God and saying, God, you're bigger than this. You take care of it. There's nothing I can do. But some of you might pay your taxes online. And when I told my friend Gwen, she said this just happened to her mother-in-law, double charged. And when I talked to the IRS today, he said, oh, that's weird. We haven't heard of that. But back in October, a ton of people were charged twice, and it's okay. We reversed it, and then we paid back the interest, and we paid any bank fees that you owed. And but you know, it can take 10 days. It's like, wait, I paid on time, but now I have to wait 10 days to get my huge chunk of money back. So I'm just not happy right now. I'm not happy right now. Anyway, okay, so someone on my team asked me to pick a brow color for one of her clients, and I really liked it. I tested it on myself, so I wanted to show you right now what it looks like. So let me get out a little angle brush. Actually, I could just use this. We make an angle brush. I don't know if that's for brows though. We'll see. Okay, so let me look close up. What we did is, nope, I don't like this. This is the Seint brush, which I like for eyeliner. I don't like it for brows. It's not stiff enough. You have to have a stiff brush for brows. Here we go. So I'm using a color called NG, I believe. I'm going to double check. But I like it because you can make little hash marks, you know, little strokes of hair. I like this. This is a good color. And Demi doesn't move. I mean, it's amazing how well Demi stays on. So that's it. That's all that's in my brow. Demi NG. Let me double check. Let me make sure it's NG. Yeah, it's NG. Demi NG. But I'm going to show you how we're going to cut this down and make this even easier. Anyway, be careful paying your taxes this year. I told my bank and I told the IRS today, and I'm going to email my accountant tonight. I will never pay online again. I will just go to the bank. I will get a cashier's check. I will spend $10 to get a cashier's check. Then it's out of my account. and I'll just snail mail it to the IRS because I am never doing this again. I'm so, so upset. Plus, I'm going away in 2 days. I'm going to go visit my best friend who I haven't seen in over a decade. We keep close on the phone, but, you know, I'm bummed. I'm bummed. I'm really bummed right now. Okay. I'm going to take the brush. Let's see. I'm going to take this brush. What is this one called? Yo, they don't put the name of the brushes on the brushes, do they? Well, it's the brush that looks like this. So I'm going to take the NG, right, that I just put in my brows, and I'm going to use it as an eyeshadow. Now we're killing two birds with one stone. And if you have dark brows, if you're brunette, you can use the NV+1. Plus you can use it as an outer smoky shadow. Plus you can use it as an eyeliner. Like, how cool is that? So see how it's just giving me a little bit of dimension? Now that I have my eyes done, you know, he did the upper bleph. I have a natural crease. So when I put shadow in the natural crease, it makes my eyes look a little bit deeper set. So I'm actually kind of liking my eyes lately with nothing on them. So there, see? That is just Demi in the crease and on the brow. I really like that. We'll do, let's see, do I have any eyeshadows? Let's see. I really haven't been wearing any eyeshadows. You know what I might do? I might take a little bit of this shimmer here. This might be Sabrina. Yeah. It feels so weird, you guys, to touch the scar. The scar on the eye feels really weird. And when I wash my makeup off at night, I can feel the scar, and it kind of, sometimes it hurts a little bit if you touch it a certain way, because, you know, I'm still tender, I'm still healing. You don't heal that quickly. People make it look like, oh, you're back at work in 2 weeks. I don't think that this is a quick healing. I'm being told that this is, that I'm doing well and it's a quick healing, but I really didn't think it would take this long. Okay, and now I'm going to take the NV+1, which you know is my favorite, and I'm going to go right on the upper lash, right there on the upper lash. Part of my eyelids kind of numb still. My face is numb. Look how nice the skin looks though with that Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. Just a tinted moisturizer. This is color, hold please. This is color light medium. Light medium. I like light medium. Light can be too light and medium can be too dark, except in the... Okay, so see how I have a little bit of shimmer on my eyelid and it just kind of makes the eye pop a little bit? I like that. I can even take some of that NV, that NG, I'm sorry, NG that's in my brow and my crease. I can even take a little NG and go under the eye with it. It's just super subtle. It's not a dark color. Okay. And now, of course, we're gonna do Demi. I mean, we don't have many products on right now. Not many products. If you're looking for simplicity, I have tons and tons of videos on how to do your whole face with Demi, or, you know, how to do Seint and Demi, or how to do Seint. Well, I never go without Demi, do I? I'm never gonna go without Demi. Okay, do you see that peach is color correcting me right here? Okay. Now I want to say something, and I'm going to do a 3-month update on my surgery. But remember how I had the dents? Okay, remember how I had the big dents? With the cheek lifted and a little bit of my fat grafted in, I don't have the deep tear trough or the dent anymore. What I do have is kind of a deep little pocket here that I've never had before, because now the meat is lifted up, right? The meat is lifted up and a little bit of fat grafting is in here, but then I've got a little bit of hollow. So I just want you to know, like, you're not going to go under the knife and come out looking 35 and everything is like rolled back and you don't have to worry about things. We still have mature issues even after surgery. And I'm not complaining, but I'm letting you know that surgery is not going to fix all of our mature problems. For me, I just wanted to pick up the lower face. And look, my big pockets are gone, but you still see some loose skin, right? But he told me, he's like, we can lift everything up and pull it back. But that's almost like, a pregnancy tummy. When the baby's gone, you still have loose skin. So he's going to CO2 laser those, but I'm not healed yet. I'm not ready for CO2 laser. And that can be a good 2 weeks healing time. And, I'm ready to move on from this healing business, I'm just not feeling myself. Okay, and then I like to take... Where is my other brush? Here it is. I like to take the fluffy brush and I go in 01. I'm just kind of like swirling it. When I tell you, that's why I have so much Demi left from a year ago, because I'm picking up the tiniest amount and it's like a whisper. It's like a whisper of product, because remember, the color corrects the color. This isn't coverage. We don't make it thicker to take away the color. The color takes away the color. And see, now my under eyes look really nice. I like. You know what I want to do? Hold on. Sorry. I want to use a brown mascara. And I can't tell you who it is, because then I would have to disclose that this is a sponsored video, and it's definitely not a sponsored video. This is PR, but as long as I don't tell you who it is, you'll never know who it is. But I want to use brown mascara. Now, it is very hard. You see how rich this brown is? Most browns in the drugstore are black brown. It is very hard to find a rich brown in the drugstore. So I cannot tell you at the moment how you could find this. This is a luxury brand. There also is a company called Hint, Hynt, and they make a really pretty brown mascara. And they're not luxury, but they're not drugstore. But Gracie used it all last year. She was really into brown mascara. And it's just so pretty when you want your lashes to look longer and thicker, but you don't want them to look so obvious. And one thing I love about brown mascara, I always keep brown mascara in my pro kit, but I like it on mature women. It's just a softer, more realistic look. But see, look, you can still see my lashes. They're very rich looking. They're just brown. Gotta make sure there's no logo on here. They're brown instead of black, and I really like this. I also have brown false lashes, and so sometimes when I do brown mascara, I'll put on a little bit of a brown false lash with it, and it's really, really pretty, especially outdoors. You know, at night, you're not going to really maybe notice that it's brown. It's just a softer, but if you're outdoors, I've had people say to me, oh my gosh, your fake lashes are so rich and beautiful. There's just something very rich about brown. It's a really pretty mascara. Oh gosh, I love it. I might put that in my Shop My Faves. This might go in my Shop My Faves just because it's such a pretty color. But it is a luxury mascara and it's very expensive. And then Hint, Hynt, they make a nice brown. And other than that, I don't know anyone else that makes this kind of like really pretty rich brown. Mostly it's brown, black brown. So if you know of a good brown mascara, will you tell us in comments? Because I would like everyone to have access to it. Not everyone can afford, you know, a $28 mascara, $30 mascara. Okay. I love that. I'm going to do lower lashes too. You know, I normally don't do lower lashes, but since it's brown, oh, it's so pretty in this light. It's so pretty because it's just really rich looking. I like that. Do you guys like that? I like that. Okay, and then what would it be if we didn't put on bronzer, right? And I'm going to use my shape brush, which you know I love using for my blush. That's why it's pink. I'm going to use a new shape brush. And I'm going to use Bella with a shape brush instead of the big, huge, fat brush. Now, if I was going out at night for a fancy event, I might want to contour a little bit, maybe. I'd have to be careful because with my cheekbones lifted higher, do you see I've already got a nice shadow, so I don't want to like hollow that out any more than it is. But it would be kind of nice to add a little bit of contour and a little bit on the jaw, just because under my chin, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but underneath my chin is a little fluid pocket. I'm still fluidy under there. My surgeon's like, it'll go away in time. Your body will digest it. It'll absorb it in time. But holy moly, I'm really fluidy under my chin. Yeah, healing took longer than I thought, and I'm not healed yet. And some of you have reached out, and I really thank you. Some of you have reached out and said that it took you almost a full year to heal, and that's good to hear. And I'm going to tell other people that too. I want you to know, you'll see women who go back to work in 2 weeks, but it's because maybe they have to. They don't have a choice. They have to just suck up and go back to work. But y'all, I'm not feeling it. I am not feeling it. Okay. I want to use the blush Madrid. Oh, here we go. Okay, sorry, we got it. I don't think I've ever used Madrid. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever used Madrid, which is a really, it's like a warm rose, I would say. Kind of a warm, earthy rose. I can't feel my face. I can't feel the outskirts of my face, and it's just so weird. It's so weird. I'm gonna do this to give it a little bit of blending. Pretty, 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 pretty. Very, very natural. Look at that. Do you see that? So pretty, so natural. It's very hard for me not to use R5 because you know how much I love R5. R5 is the Demi. That is just, it's like Barbie pink, but it just looks like the prettiest flush of skin. But I wanted to get away from that. You guys have seen it a million times. So far, all I have on my face is this. And then what's in my brow is also my outer shadow. I put a Sabrina on my lid. I have brown mascara. I have NV1 just smoked as a little bit above my lashes. I have the Demi, and I have a little bit of bronzer and the Madrid, but do you see, you can still see some sunspots. If you want to know how to cover sunspots, see my video last week covering sunspots. I'm not going to cover them today. I don't care. I don't care if I have them. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't. Are you guys like that too? I'm going to take a little green yellow one and go around my little broken capillaries. Hit this a little bit. I get a little reddish pink right here. Yeah. Should we do lip? Maybe Madrid on the lip. Can you tell my lips healing? When I talk, it still pulls a little bit, but it did before surgery, but it's not pulling as much as it was. I always thank everyone for their concern. People were really concerned about my lip. But you have to remember, not many women heal publicly. And my crooked lip, it didn't bother me or my family, but when you live your life online, people get very bothered by it. And that's okay. A couple people were kind of ugly about it, mostly on TikTok here. Everyone's so amazing here. But you know, it's just not fair to brands who are paying me money to talk about their products. It's not fair that, you know, my mouth is crooked. Can be distracting. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. It's just so it's just so natural, isn't it? And then I always like my plumping gloss over it. I don't know, you guys, am I becoming boring? This is like my favorite look now. I mean, maybe I'll get fun again, but I'm not feeling inspired to be fun. I have glitter and I have jewels and I have really crazy fun product colors for spring. And I find myself just really drawn to a whole face in one palette. And look, I mean, I don't wear candlelit every day, but I just hit pan, and I've been wearing candlelit since February, I think. I just hit pan, look at that. And again, I don't wear candlelit every day because I do have to work for so many other brands, but candlelit is my favorite foundation of choice because it looks like skin. It just looks beautiful, creamy, radiant like skin. But these, y'all, these right here and this, I've had that for over a year, you know, but that just shows you how little I use. And I use it every day. Even if I am working for another brand, I'm pretty much color correcting. So, you know, you got an initial investment. These are what, 22 each, I think, the Demi. But like, how many times a year do you buy concealer? This is, you know, what, $44 for two, and I've had them since November 2021. So over a year, well over a year. This one I've had since the same. This one, Y01, is deeper than this. I use this more, especially in summer and fall. This one I've had since maybe April. So I would say that's a year, okay? R5 I use all the time. 90% of my life I use R5. Look at that. Do you see how much is left in there? You have this a long time. This is my original Bella. Look at this. I use that almost every day of my life. Now I'm not heavy-handed. This one's not. I just got that because I wanted double. But I'm just not a heavy-handed person, and I use, you know, these a lot with Demi, so everything goes on very whispery. But this is just this is my favorite look. I feel youthful. I feel like I have just enough on. I don't know. What do you think? You tell me. I could come back in a couple weeks though and do a little bit like more, maybe a little more fun eye. I feel like I haven't been very fun with my eyes since my surgery. But my eye shape's different. You know, I don't have a hooded eye anymore. I had a hooded eye my whole life. And then as I got older, it got heavier and started falling on the lash line. And from certain angles, my whole brow bone was pressing into my lash line. And that's not the case anymore. Look. So it's kind of like I need to relearn how to do eye makeup again, because I don't need as much in my crease anymore. I don't want to hollow myself out too much. I don't know. It's just really, this has been really eye-opening. I would still, you know, do the surgery 100 times over. I love it. I highly recommend it. But I'm excited to talk about my 3-month update. Let's see, I'll do that at the end of April or May, because you might be surprised by some of the things I have to say. You might be surprised, but I love it. I'm super happy and I love it. But there's some things that I noticed, and I want you to be fully well aware of all the things after you get surgery that no one prepares you for. Nobody. But I will. I'll help you. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Let me know in comments if you know of any good brown mascaras. Let me know in comments things you want to see. I said I was going to do Hourglass this Saturday, and I was really excited about doing Hourglass, but I think I'm going to do Thrive Cosmetics. The reason I'm going to do Thrive is because I've had several people privately reach out to me and ask me if I could do more clean, vegan, cruelty-free makeup. Thrive hits all of that. But also I'm doing a Thrive skincare video this week. And so they want me to do a video where I do skincare and then end with a made up face so people can see what makeup looks like over their new skincare. And so I think I'm going to just do a Thrive YouTube this week because that makes more sense. And I really like Thrive makeup. And I'll do that this week because I go out of town Friday. So I got to get it all done. I've got all the things. I've got brands to do. I've got TikToks to do. I've got this to, you know, finish editing and upload. I have a whole other YouTube this week. Yeah, I'm spread thin. And then I've got low bandwidth because of what the IRS just did, or my bank. I don't know who's the culprit, but it glitched and I'm really screwed for a couple days. If you could say a prayer for me. It's not the end of the world, you know, it's just money. It's just a glitch. It'll get fixed, but it's just one of those really irritating things, you know, when you do everything right and something goes wrong and it affects your income and it affects how you know, if you can buy groceries, if you can buy gas, you know. Anyway, deep breaths, deep breaths. Thank you for being here. And I just want you all to know that God loves you, and so do I. Bye until next time.